tell them we up next. You can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk. He gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics. Niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We trying to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yeah. Episode 70. We in the building. You already know who it is. It's the host with the most, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
Ah, man, this is a special episode because we back in the studio. So if I sound clear, we back in the studio. You know the vibes. Before we get started, please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. And if you have any branded those business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. What's going on, brother? Episode 70.
I'm chilling. Can't really complain. We here to get it in. A little special circumstance got us back in studio for, one time. We'll see how long we keep going. But, yeah, I'm all right. I'm chilling. Can't really complain. Shout out to Philly to Report, Jamie Tox, X. They threw a great paint and sip last week. Let's clap it up for them.
Facts. It was packed.
For sure. Shout out to everybody that came through. Nice turnout. Yeah, I think it's just setting off the summer for some nice events, some nice, unity amongst, friends and business partners and whatnot. So yeah, shout out to them. But I'm all right, man. Working on some shit. But hey, who isn't, right? How you feeling?
Come on now. It's the weekly check-ins. This week been all right. Shout out to my chapter. You know what it is. Home the Magnificent. Shout out to my boys Tyler and Junior for joining the wondrous band. And April 23rd is be my 7 years in Sigma. So clap it up for me, Lord. You feel me? I don't really promote the fraternity stuff on the platform because I want to keep it separated. But it's a lucky number 7. But other than that, this week been okay. I wasn't really focused at work at all. I ain't gonna hold you. As the weather's starting to get nice, the less I'll focus on work. But we gonna get to it. You feel me? It's almost let me out season weather though. But we got interesting podcast today for you guys. Let's get it started, man. We want to send out condolences. Actually, we want to send out condolences to a hip hop legend from a legendary graffiti artist to one of the most prolific DJs in hip hop. R.I.P. to DJ K Slay, man. Oh, man, he finally, over the last 4 months, he finally succumbed due to COVID-19 issues. It's really sad, man. We're losing a lot of our legends, bro.
That's a fact. I mean, it goes to show you COVID is real still. I know we pulled off mask mandates and, you don't have to fly with a mask on or have mask places. But if you get sick, there's a good chance you could still have to deal with the repercussions. He contracted COVID in January and was a long hauler and finally lost his battle in April. So, again, condolences to his family. And just like I said, still make sure you guys are taking your necessary safety precautions, especially around people you don't know where they really been at and whatnot. But, again, we send our love and light to his family and condolences.
Yeah, man. It is crazy now that we're just losing all these legends. DMX. It's just yo, these are people that we grew up to that we thought, we kind of made them immortal in our minds in a sense. And, we're kind of losing them. So it's cherish everyone that you have in your life. Please protect yourself like Slick Slay. And then let's play this little song. His one of his artists that he loved to promote was Pat Poose. If you know Pat Poose, Brooklyn legend, only nigga that got a haircut with a hat on. You feel me? But his Alphabetical Slaughter, DJ K Slay featuring Pat Poose. Okay, Pat Poose. I ain't gonna lie, that's tough to do. A whole alphabet in a rap song?
I remember when it dropped, how crazy the streets went.
Now, you know what Pat Poose verse that was legendary, the Bust It? The Touch It remix?
Touch It remix, yeah.
The 5 fingers? That shit was hard. But, R.I.P. to DJ K Slay, the drama king. Sending condolences to the family. I know the hip-hop community is hurting for this one, though. But, man, Not a lot of stuff happened this week, Slick. You feel me? We kind of draw up a little topic and stuff, but you know what did happen? Mike Tyson put the pause on a dude on a plane, man. I'm like, yo, this is why we talked about in the previous episode where we talk about where I say like, yo, some of these people need to know, yeah, you can get your ass kicked in real life. Like that trolling shit, it sounds good and sweet behind your keyboard, but you try that shit in real life, niggas gonna knock your head off. You feel me? If you didn't know, Mike Tyson was minding his own business on a plane, and this man from the Caucasus Mountain decided to troll him and basically instigate situation by getting in his face, saying random words to him, just really just doing the most. My guy, to be honest with you, Slick, Mike Tyson is probably in the handful of people in your life that you not going to try to
I will never pretend to be tough around Mike Tyson.
To seek a fight with. Like, that's one person that everybody knows, like, yeah, after we still see that he got it still. He still be in the gym working out. It's not like homie is like
he's not washed. He's not incapable of whooping your ass.
Sure, he can't be on a boxing ring with, other boxing dudes, but for us ordinary folks, yeah, a two-piece from him could lay us out. So Mike Tyson ended up putting a pause on him, like just started wilding on him. Homie had a whole knot in his head. The after video when you see the homie got knot up and you saw his right side of his face was just looking crazy. He looked in the guy who was recording, like he looked mad sad. I'm like, bro, the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
That's a fact. I seen a video and like, yo, bro, like I think that's something. Some people that they're so uncouth when it comes to like being around famous people, or they forget that they're regular people too, and they just think that they have the right to just do and say whatever. Like I want a picture, I want to talk, and then people don't want to do that. They get upset and say some shit. Like, yo, Mike Tyson is living his life on his weed business, still doing his little exhibition matches and shit. Like, leave that man alone. Leave people alone. Nobody owes you shit.
That's a fact. They don't owe you no pictures. They don't owe you no autograph.
Not even a comment. Sometimes just a head nod. I've been in restaurants and I've seen famous people, you make eye contact, like, what's good? How you doing? That's it. Keep it pushing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I was watching De Sousa Mero. They was talking to Denzel. They was like, yeah, like, sometimes people go crazy, but, New York is the one place where, they humble your ass. Even if they want to say whatever, they be like, oh, you that nigga Denzel? No, you not.
I ain't gonna lie. I did that to DL Hughley because I was randomly like in the Upper West Side, and I was taking I think it was either the 2 or the 1 going downtown, and he was randomly just got on there. I was like, is that DL Hughley? I'm like, nah, that's a DL Hughley. Fuck out of here. And that was him. I feel like that's the only way in New York. That ain't California, because I think California, you see a lot of celebrities every day.
But California depends on the area you into. You might run into somebody on some real cool shit, like, oh, what's good, dap you up,
At a Ralph's or some shit.
Yeah, but there's like, sometimes people just be ODing. Like, this man was ODing, and he got fucked up. And it's like, you gotta chill. You niggas don't owe you nothing.
Yo, stop trolling. Stop it. Leave the man. That's one thing, like, troll a comedian, whatnot.
Social media trolling and shit. Even that shit not cool, but at least you protected.
A boxing legend.
In close quarters.
Man known for knockout. But you know what I think it is? Niggas is trying to come up from a check. Clearly, this nigga's not going to come up from a check. Everybody knew that he was antagonizing, so he did it the wrong way. So I'm just like, if you was looking for a check, boy, you just got a hospital bill. That's what you got.
I'm about to say, and then people going to be like, yo, he assaulted you, but you instigated it. Because we don't see what happened. We just see you bothering him. We don't know what was said. We don't know if you touched him, whatever.
Yeah, so stop it. But, yo, this NBA playoffs, what's your thoughts on the NBA playoffs so far right now, man?
Some surprises. I mean, you go back to the play-in, it's like, okay, I feel bad. Cleveland had a great season. They got knocked out, but that's what the play-in is there for. The Hornets coach just got fired today because he hasn't taken them to the actual playoffs since he's had the job. I think the Nets
before that, is that his fault, though?
It's not, but I think
you get blown out in a play-in twice.
I think that, in that regard, you got to say, like, you know what, you got to look at the rosters you've been dealt. And we even last year when Charlotte was aight, it's like, oh shit, they shouldn't make the flip. Like they shouldn't be this good.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't good this first 2 years that they had them. That's how they ended up with the number 3 pick and the number whatever pick they had the year prior. And then this was like their first real year of like, okay, we got something here, you know. So I feel like within the NBA circles, you get 4 years. If you ain't get shit done, they're gonna find somebody else. I think Jordan's just tired and he doesn't like not winning. So he wants to find the right kind of guy like a Nate McMillan who can take talented pieces and just make them believe. That's half of what pro sports is. It's like you have talent, but you got to make guys believe in their roles.
But I think they blame too much on the coach sometimes. Like even with the Lakers, like
that wasn't vocal. Them niggas did not give a fuck.
Yeah, like sometimes it's the players, but I know they just try to use the coach as a way to silence the fans and the supporters. But I'm just like, yo, that's not dumb. How the hell y'all go into a playing game and get blown out?
Yeah, they got what, 40 piece, 35 piece, something like that.
That's crazy. That's not a regular season game.
But even going to the playoffs, you think about it, like Utah playing Dallas without Luka. Luka got his calf injured. I was like, oh well, these niggas done. They're down. They're up. They're down 2-1.
Yep.
So I'm like, Rudy Donovan is going this summer. They're breaking that team up. All that money they invested, they can't. They struggling to get out of the first round with a team that's missing their best player. Their number 1, 2, and 3 option.
What? And they do great during the regular season. Oh my God, yes. Look at Denver. They all this, that.
Talk about Denver too. Denver getting smoked by Golden. But anybody's gonna get anybody's gonna get smoked by Golden State. Denver at least has a reason. They're missing Jamal Murray didn't play all year. Michael Porter Jr. played like 8 games. So at least if they get swept, it's like okay, they were never healthy. I was one of the people that said Toronto had a chance against Philly. I'm sorry, I was wrong. Joel Embiid is a god. Tyrese Maxey is God-esque. And when James Harden can be your 3rd or 4th best player, you're in a great situation.
But then again, you got to worry. Yo, James Harden, you never getting that big-ass contract again, bro. I'm letting you know this right now. You looking mighty exposed out here.
You'd be surprised, though. I mean, the fact that the owner is his friend, and it's like you're not going to be able to get fair value from him, and Maxey still has 2 years left on his rookie deal, and they're trying to unload Tobias Harris, they could offset the costs. Because there's nobody else on that roster that's getting more than 10. Like, Thibault, as good as a defender as he is not getting clearing more than $8 to $10 million annually. Who else? Maxey will probably be a max guy, but again, that's 2 years down the line. Harden opts into next year and then signs a 2 or 3 year extension like LeBron just to kind of get max money and then kind of see where he's at. Why not? Especially if they win a chip, you got to think, you win a chip, you get whatever you want.
Oh, that's a fact.
Look at all the Lakers players like Kit Caldwell Pope and Kuzma and all those guys. They got nice contracts after they won. So I won't say that. I'm trying to think who else.
Oh,
Brooklyn being down 2. I know they should have won game 1.
I'm happy.
KD not watching the.
I'm happy. All you fucking LeBron haters. Oh, KD would never. KD is so clutch. 0 field goal in the second half. I don't want to hear nothing about KD better than LeBron ever again. Shut that shit down.
I feel like KD is hurt though. He hasn't looked himself since he came back from the knee injury.
Nigga need a meal. That's what
I feel like he's hurt.
And a brush.
But even
how the fuck you a millionaire like that and don't have a fucking brush, bro?
And the crazy part is you can't even say it's because they're missing Ben Simmons. They never had Ben Simmons, and Boston is missing their best defender in Robert Williams. Shout out to Marcus Smart for winning Defensive Player of the Year. I think I would have gave it to Mikal Bridges. Or I think that they didn't give enough credit to what Robert Williams did to them on the back, on the at the rim.
He's out for the season.
He might come back next. The way he's looking, he'll be back next round. But I mean, I think that shout out to Coach Udoka for it looked bad when they first started the season, but he put together a talented unit and got them to believe in playing defense.
Because I remember when they were saying they was going to shut down, they was going to break up
Tatum and Brown. Yeah, so
and now looking at them, they looking like they're going to keep them together for a while now.
I'm about to say.
And shout out to Jason Tatum. He blocked 2 of Kevin Durant's shots. Like
you don't see that. Yeah, you don't see
people
that.
have to understand Kevin Durant is basically 7 foot. And when he goes for a jump shot, he's basically for you to block that, bro, takes effort. And for you to do that 2 times in one game and to be able to sacrifice your points so you can conserve energy to defend Kevin Durant. Yo, if the Celtics go all the way, Finals MVP. I'm calling that right now.
That's a lot of growth in his game. You think about it. Since his first year, he's been to what? 3 conference finals?
Yep.
He's been to 3 conference finals, or 2 or 3. I know Jaylen Brown's been to 3, but 2 or 3 conference finals. The one year that when Kyrie was there, they lost in the second round, and then in the bubble they lost in the first round. No, in the bubble they went to conference round. But it's like you just see like the growth, and I think that that's a balanced team. And most of they drafted a majority of the play, which is why when people say you trade all these draft picks to get superstars, you can develop superstars. It's about hitting on your picks. They hit on Marcus Smart at 7. They hit on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown at 3. I remember when Brown got drafted at 3, niggas was like, y'all sure? You feel me? And then you supplement that with quality star player. Al Horford was a star when he came over there, and now he's a great role player. You draft Robert Williams at 27. Look at that value. Your best defensive player, probably a top 3 rim runner. If he played enough games, he would have been. I think he was second in blocks this year, and a consistent double-double, and doesn't need the ball on offense. All lobs and putbacks. You got him at 27. Who else? You trade for Derek White. Like, that's how you build a team. All of this, I want 3 superstars and a bunch of role players. We're seeing it can work, but more times than not, you have more deficiencies. You can't fill all those spots. The Celtics have multiple. They have 4 or 5 guys that can average at least double figures.
Yep.
They have 4 to 5 guys that can guard multiple positions, and they could play any style.
Because you see with LeBron, when LeBron go on the bench,
Dirt,
trash. You feel me? Like, your superstar going to end up having to play fucking 42 minutes over here just for y'all to win the game.
To have a chance, not even win the game.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So you got to balance out your team and play defense. So shout out to the Celtics.
That's
and
why
I really hope they whip them. If they sweep them, bro,
they're not going to sweep them.
I hope they sweep them.
I think it goes 6. I think Boston has it, but I think it goes 6.
Bro.
If KD has to show something tonight or whenever their next game is. Because Kyrie gave you 40 and y'all lost by 1. And then the game Kyrie didn't have it.
We didn't talk about it. What's your thoughts on the whole fine and Kyrie?
Absolutely worth it. If you're still like, Kyrie's a Pisces brother, so I understand. At a certain point, all you can tell somebody is suck my dick. Like, I don't care no more.
And it's like, you suck though.
No, but I'm saying they've been doing that shit since he left, and I get it. Sometimes you gotta make a choice. And KD said, "Yo, it's love," and sometimes love turn to hate. I completely 100% understand that. But if we being real, at a certain point, I'm gonna get tired of doing the same old bullshit, and hearing the same shit.
The middle finger behind the hand,
and I'm cooking your mans, or I'm violating. Like, yo, I'm definitely gonna tell you something.
All of this on Ramadan though, too. I ain't gonna lie, Kyrie.
That nigga, he said he prayed after. He's fine.
Nigga over there eating a banana on the bench, breaking his fast. I was like, yo, bro, that's tough though. That's
after
tough.
he ate, that nigga could not make a shot neither. So maybe he should have stayed hungry. But nah, I'm trying to think. What else the other series?
Grizzlies. Ja Morant talking about he want all the smoke.
Yo, they came back from 26 down, which is crazy. I thought it was over. I went to sleep.
But the thing about with Ja Morant is like, yo, you have to play. If you're gonna be the face of the league, bro, you're gonna have to play more consistent, bro. You got to play more consistent. Even though you had a good triple-double, like what Shannon Sharp said this morning, it was like a Westbrook triple-double. You had over 7 turnovers. You was making bad mistakes.
You missed mad shots.
Yeah, it's like, bro, yes, your stat line looks great, but luckily you have a great team behind you.
I was about to say, and I would say Memphis is another example of great drafting. Like, yes, you got the superstar in Ja Morant, who more times than not puts on, but when he's missed like 25 or like 20 games, and they won like 18-2 without him.
Yep.
And they've drafted Desmond Bane, 29th pick.
That whole team is.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks, like, I think he was second round. Who else? Steven Adams, veteran center from a trade, another team, Castaway, turns him into something. You got Zaire Williams, you got Kyle Anderson, veteran guy. Like, you have Melton, second round guy. So, like, you drafted really well, and you put yourself in a position that, like, all right, say Ja gets hurt for a year, you're good. Your guys can produce.
And I'm saying this right now, Cat, the Timberwolves needs to move away from him. If this is the series that he don't perform again like he did, if he performed like that again, move away from him.
Yeah, nah, this bad because he been talking a lot of hot. He's a regular season player. It looks like. Remember when Jimmy was there and he had to be second option? They was good. Ant and D'Lo are not trying to, like, they're not better than him yet, but Ant could be better than him next year.
Yeah.
If he can find consistency. D'Lo, his game is perfect to play next to Ant because it's like, it's more outside in finesse, and it's like the athletic power. It's like Cat should be a mismatch. Cat should not have no problem. I know they got a lot of bigs, but Steven Adams guarding you should have nothing. If you got Jaren Jackson on you, body.
But look at this. Now, if they trade Cat for 2 good big men, that's the only thing they need. They just need to get a rebounder.
They need rim protection and a third scorer.
That's it.
Yo, New York, make a call. Julius Randle and Nerlens Noel with some picks.
I ain't gonna lie, that Julius Randle's to the Timberwolves when he knows he's a third option.
He's a third option, second option, or there's a guard that's gonna be like, yo, I need, and he's played with him. Him and D'Lo is cool.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
works
pretty good.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good trade.
Julius Randle, fucking what's his name, Nerlens Noel, or if they want Mitch, if they want Mitch, if the Knicks aren't convinced about Mitch as is, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson for Cat, and we throw in 2 picks, top 3 protections on one
Knicks.
Yeah, I do it.
And then Jimmy Buckets. I ain't gonna lie, he's not a superstar, but I'm loving what he's doing in Miami right now.
Is he not a superstar?
He's a star.
He's a winner.
He's a star.
He's
not a winner.
He's a winner. He's never missed the playoffs.
But he has unperformed in playoffs.
He took them to the finals in the bubble.
But in that finals, he kind of slipped.
He averaged like 39 and 9.
No, but it was like only one game. He had like 40.
I can't.
He had 40 points in one game.
You know what I was saying?
And then the next game he was trash.
He's not a superstar in terms of the glamour. Like, it's not a pretty game to watch. But he is a winner. And in the regular season, he's going to play 60% of the games. That's something that I would hold against him. But when it's winning time, you're getting at least 20. And if it's the playoffs, you're getting at least 25 points. At least 7 rebounds, at least 6 assists, at least great defense the whole time. He's going to make you earn it. And I think that you put him with Kyle Lowry, who's another guy in that category you might not naturally think is a superstar, but he's a winner. And in the playoffs, think about the Spurs. Tim Duncan, we say his stats, but if you just watch him play, you're just like, oh, this nigga nice. But the Spurs were a collection of winners. And when they put on, and you got winners putting on together, it elevates everybody. The best player on the Heat is Bam Adebayo.
But he's inconsistent.
Exactly. But then now you got Tyler Hero, who's on that Ginobili role. Bam Adebayo on that Baby Duncan role. Jimmy Butler going crazy. Like, you can say Jimmy Butler and Adebayo are your 2 All-Stars.
Wait, who the Bucks facing?
They facing Chicago, but then Middleton just got hurt. And they just lost game 2.
Ooh. You think the Bucks still got it?
They're going to beat Chicago. But I think that, who would they play next? They would play the 3, they had number 2, right? So they played 3-6. Who is that? That's Philly, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's Clip. Because the thing about Middleton is he's their clutch guy. He's out a month, 3 to 4 weeks. He's not coming back in time for that series. Maybe if he's like a quick recovery, get back at the end. But no matter what,
no. If Bucks win, they will face either the Celtics or
it's definitely over. It's definitely over because I think that at that point, you need Giannis to average 45. And thinking about the Bucks playoffs, even the run last year, Chris Middleton was consistently their most consistent offensive player. Mm-hmm. Giannis was like, he was goated, but Middleton was who they went to when they needed a bucket and a half court. Like, everything went through him. So I don't know if Drew Holiday steps up. Or Drew Holiday's averaged 20 plus before, but can he do it again? That's the question. And and that's more attention on Giannis. Who steps up for the Bucks? Question.
No, and the Suns, y'all scaring me a little bit by letting.
Oh no, I hope the Pelicans win.
They don't belong there.
But that's the beauty of the play-in. It doesn't matter if you belong there. You got there. They won there. They lost the first game and won the second game, right? And think about it. Now the Pelicans went into the series. They have their best player all year, or their second best player. I think Brandon Ingram is better than Zion. I might die on that hill by myself.
Oh, no, you're right. But they're two different different players.
Yeah, and then think about all the injuries. So Brandon Ingram missed a third of the season. Mm-hmm. Zion missed the whole game. They got CJ at the end of the season. If they were healthy from the All-Star break, they probably don't have to fight to get into the play-in. Think about that. They might knock Minnesota down, or they might knock Utah down, or Denver down. And I think that as the currently another good black coach, Willie Green, he's got them boys playing. CJ McCollum was a sneaky good pickup because he was playing out of position for like his whole career. He's playing shooting guard, which he can do, but he's 6'3". Now he's playing the point. So you put the ball in his hand, it's like, okay, I'm not catching the ball in a scorer's position. I'm catching the ball and like, all right, I got to make a play. And you give him, when healthy, don't curse me out, Rome, if I say this, Brandon Ingram is, in my opinion, a top 10 to 12 offensive weapon. When healthy, he got the mid-range game. He got the height. He got all the little finesses and finishes. Sneaky athletic. So now you got 2 guys on the perimeter that could kill.
Oh, yeah.
They drafted all them rookies that play defense. Herb Jones. You got Jackson Hayes shooting threes and blocking shots. You got Valanciunas remember in fantasy, that nigga was the best center in fantasy for like a good 2 or 3 months before he got COVID.
I hate that nigga.
But think about that. And imagine if Zion can. I know he's not. But imagine if Zion came back. So now you take one of those rookies, you put them on the bench, but you're injecting a guy that's going to give you 25 and 7. And offensively, it's like, what do you do? Because all that space is there. Everybody on their team shoots.
Yep. And then you got that undrafted dude that keeps stealing the ball. I don't know.
Herb Jones.
Yeah. I don't understand how the hell they keep.
Oh no, you talking about Alvaro, the Spanish kid? They got him and Devontae Graham. Devontae Graham, let's not forget, that man just averaged 17 and 8 like a year and a half ago. Mm-hmm. And a feature in a starting point guard role. And now you bring him off the bench, giving you 3-4 threes a game, couple assists, so you get consistent playmaking and defense from the other little if they win, I'm with it. I think Phoenix still gets it, but I'm like, it's hard because Devin Booker out.
So I mean, the playoffs look like it was a good one. I really can't call who I have in the finals so far. Like maybe next round, I can call it.
Conference finals, I'm going Philly versus Boston.
Oh, yeah, that trilogy?
They kill Philly versus Boston in the conference finals. And for the West, I'm thinking Golden State.
And Suns?
Shit. I think.
Come on, Chris Paul did you wonders in your fantasy.
He absolutely did. Shout out to my nigga Chris. Now, he tried to cost me. He didn't give me a double-double that whole lot. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm petty. But I think that I'll take Golden State and Phoenix. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I just think the Grizzlies is too young to they don't have potential to go to the next.
They got to play Golden State next. That's the problem.
Yeah, they definitely.
And Jordan Poole's a fucking monster.
What? Oh, D. It's a pool party.
But that's another.
It's a pool party.
You want to know what the consistent trend is? All these playoff teams, these are teams that have been good for a while. They're hitting on late picks. Philly, Tyrese Maxey, 21st pick. Golden State, Jordan Poole, 20-something pick. 29th, 26th pick, something like that. Even like the Raptors, none of their guys are lottery picks. Nobody in their star lineup was a lottery pick. Think about that. Pascal Siakam was the 27th pick in his draft. Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Freaking New Orleans, Herb Jones, undrafted, was a top 20 defender in the league. Maybe top 15, depending who you ask. Fucking, who else? Memphis, like we said, all those guys, late round picks, undrafted. So this is really where the money is at. And this is what GM front office should be scouting. Who can come in and fit what we're trying to do? They might not be a star, but they could come in and give me something. Or they might have potential. Who do we develop?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't go for the star factor. Oh, yeah, who's just going to dominate the game with points? Look what they can bring to your team. If your team lacks assists, get a guy who can pass the ball well. If you need defenders.
I'm about to say, and if we talking about the Knicks, my nigga, you saw what Obi and IQ was doing, and Tibbs had them niggas tethered to the bench playing 7 minutes a game.
Zion to the Knicks. I think he might be the first major rookie that don't sign the deal. Yep.
They absolutely not gonna sign that. So you don't want to be there. He said, "Fuck that shit."
He wanted to be a Knick. So Knicks, once again, you have opportunity to either get Cat or Zion. Please don't fuck up.
Why not get both? Fuck it.
Nah.
Why not get both? You could.
Ooh, that'd be a dumb.
Think about it. What's my trade?
We're going to rebound shit out of it. But we going to sign Zion, so we're not going to trade for him.
You got trades. You got to do a sign and trade. But I give up Toppin, IQ. I give up
Toppin.
If you have Cat and Zion, where is Toppin going to play? At least you trade him, and now you make him on offense. You think about that boy run suicides up and down the court. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And then you give them a what's it called? A rim stopper. Like it's another weapon.
I mean, I don't
I'm
mind.
not saying it's very high. The Knicks will have to give up a lot, all their draft picks for the next 10 years.
Before you come to the Knicks, nigga, you better lose about 30 fucking pounds because you can't be out here looking like you eat chopped cheese every day.
He only got fat because he didn't want to be there. Let's be real. Let's keep it a stack.
All right. So enough of sports talk. You feel me? Let's get into our entertainment bag. Benzino. Oh, man. Legendary man. Talking about a lot of hip hop legend. One of the founders of the Source magazine. Been in a media tear. I don't even know where to start. From the tranny allegation to, sending a fight request to 50 Cent. His ongoing parenting debacle with Corey Lane.
Can we just blame cocaine and call it a day? This is cocaine. This is drugs. This is what happens when you have a lot of power and influence and then you fall off and all you can still get drugs. He's wilding the fuck out.
Facts. And that's like, I don't even know what type of relationship you have with your daughter. Because one minute you kind of bashing, the next minute you're showing support, Next minute, you over here blowing the secret, like the Nicki Minaj song that she had. He almost fucked that whole shit up for her by sitting here previewing it too early in the Clubhouse just because you was arguing with a nigga in Clubhouse. Like, bro, and then, one thing, because I know a lot of old heads love Benzino because of what he did for the hip-hop game with the Source and other things, but I'm like, bro, this is how you ruin your legacy by doing goofy shit like this.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
This goofy shit, I'm just like, bro, come on now. You're a legend, act like a legend. I understand, but you can't fight against media. They're going to continue to come after you. They're going to continue to fight against you, bro. Come on now. And then I saw this clip that he had with Candy. Shout out to Candy.
Resentment probably started coming in, but I didn't know about it. Nobody ever told me about it. All the resentment starts popping once Coy gets the deal, and I'm popping now. All of a sudden, there's resentment. I'm listening to it like with everybody else. But
had your communication been right with your daughter as she got older and closer to the time of her actually having her own career?
Yes,
you were still spending time.
See, I'm saying at that point, she's an adult now. She doesn't even want to spend time. Resentment.
And he's right. She is an adult. But, bro, you going on these Twitter rants, you trying to fight 50. If you love trans women, bro, you love trans women. If you don't, you don't. But you understand how damaging you're making for your daughter. Because everybody knows that she's your kid. So anything that you do in the media light kind of reverts back to her and affects her career. So I just think you need to take a step back. Like, you feel me? Like LeVar Ball. We don't hear too much about this nigga no more. He took a step back after he was doing all that shit with Lonzo and kind of fucked up Lonzo's career until he shut up and Lonzo started coming back with the Bulls. I think that's a step that you need to take, bro. You too much in the media. You too much in the limelight. Not saying your career is over because, it's not. But it's like, bro, come on now, bro. And fix that relationship with your daughter, too. We don't want to see that happening no more.
Nah, for sure. That's a fact.
Now, as a Drake stan, I didn't even want to talk about this, but everybody want to go crazy for these fake ass big steppers. But I let Slick talk about that nigga from California and his album coming out May 13th.
Oh yeah, Kendrick about to drop. Kendrick coming final album on what's it called on TDE?
My nigga should drop Certified Lover Boy Deluxe on that day. Fuck out of here.
You should. That'd be fire.
What's your thoughts on it? Talk to me.
I mean, Kendrick, the few verses he's done in the last couple of years have been fire. So I feel like I'm excited to hear it. I haven't heard a Kendrick Miss album, so I think he has a lot to prove on it. So May 13th, it's a great time.
Now, do you think? Because does he really announce his albums like that? I'm not too caught up.
He normally gives you like a little press release. Normally he'll give you a single first, but he'll normally tell you out. But if there's mention of new music, he'll let you know. But I think because he started doing the festival run, he did the Super Bowl. I think he's been wanting to put it out for a while. He's wanted to make sure it was right. So I feel like this is the time for him to drop it.
And I'm gonna give him a little credit because this album, I can't even tell where he's going with it. Mr. Morals and the Big Steppers. I can't even tell you I can't even see what directions he's trying to go with it because they're giving me like the Gladys Knight and the Night Train type shit. So I'm just like, I don't know where he going with this, but I'm gonna listen to it. Of course I'm gonna bash it. It's bias on my side over here. I want the same energy I gave to Certified Lover Boy. Fuck out of here. If I remotely hear any song close to Damn or Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City, I am coming back on this platform and I am shitting on that album. I'm saying that right now, and I don't care if I sound biased. You already know what it is, cause now the tunes is turning different on Certified Lover Boy now. Y'all try to fucking views that album and look right now. Everybody's voting back and be like, nah, this is pretty a good album. Don't look like what Josh said on the other, like Josh said last night. For y'all niggas that say y'all don't believe in us, stay on that side. We don't want y'all on this side no more. You feel me? Alright, and my boy back in the studio. And he's throwing smoke at Pusha T. Fuck out of here.
I love how you made a Kendrick post about Drake, by the way.
Come on now. Also in the music industry, A$AP Rocky, I don't know what the fuck happened. I think Chris Brown or Drake put juju on you, bro. Yo, niggas is coming for you, bro. I don't know what you did to niggas. But first, you was in the media for a cheating rumor. Like, this nigga was being faithful. And out of nowhere, niggas talking about he cheated on her with one of her staff. And the next minute, bro, you get detained at the LAX airport for a connection to a murder, bro. Bro, nah, bro. Go get your spirits right. You feel me? Go to that little lady. You know, get your chakras realigned because niggas putting juju out here for you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. What's your thoughts on A$AP Rocky with his situation going on?
No, I just feel like they gotta leave that man alone. I hope he ain't really had nothing to do with this, but I'm like, he trying to get ready for his kid to be born. Like, come on. What's happening?
Come on now. And then, you know, Rihanna looking great in Barbados. Just in there with her belly all shining, just eating mango by the... I love you, Rihanna. Come on now. So, yeah, leave that man alone, man. Let that, you know, this is supposed to be one of the best times of their lives right now because I think this is both of their first kid, if I'm not wrong. Mm-hmm. And for him to be going through all this stuff, especially he's not really, like, doing anything else besides leaning forward to being a parent. He's not on tour. He's not really releasing music. He just trying to vibe out with his baby mama. So it's like, yo, let that shit rock.
That's a fact.
Now, this next topic hold near and dear to my heart because I actually followed this young man from way back in the days when he was part of the Marvel Inc. and when jerking the dance movement in California was popping. But Kaylan Walker finally found guilty of assaulting over 6 women and faces up to 100 years in prison. If you don't know who that is, he was a hip-hop artist who was in that movie with Trevor Jackson, Superfly. Mm-hmm. He was the villain. And, you know, the news of him, the allegations, not even allegations because he got convicted. Yeah. When they highlighted it was in 2018, straight after the movie dropped by Kehlani. And they finally found shit crazy. Let me play this little clip from Kehlani.
Not forget who tore down victims of sexual assault when this came out. I did not forget what bloggers and what blogs and what platforms felt like they had to play neutral and give a rapist a platform for the sake of clicks and views when this came out. I hope all of y'all beat the your own ass. I hope you eat your words. This man is going to jail for the rest of his life, guilty as hell. And it's crazy that it took this for y'all to believe it, because it should have been believed when all this came out. But I hope you feel like, and God bless you.
Sheesh. Niggas is nasty, bro.
That's a fact. Reading the case details is gross. And it's just like, damn. I'm so sorry that happened to those women. I think that whatever the 100 years, give them double it. Fuck it. Niggas is wild.
Matter of fact, and let me correct myself. It's 7 women, not 6. 7 women, including 3 inspiring teen models.
Yeah, apparently he's like hooking up with them and like hitting them on their DMs and stuff like that. Right?
Try to cast and couch them, bro. That shit crazy. Shout out to everybody who know about cast and couch. You know, I know y'all know, but nigga really try to cast and couch them out here, bro. Like, bro, yo, you know, if you wanna get with Drake, right? Don't use the 6 God in that type of nasty behavior, bro. Don't use 6 God in that nasty behavior. If you want to meet Drake, you know what you got to do, right? Nasty work, bro. And the thing about it, what fucks me up with him is, like, I've been following him when he was doing the dancing movement with the Marvel Inc. And also after they broke up, I kind of started fucking with his music heavy because he's kind of like a Chance the Rapper type of rapper. Mm-hmm. One of those introspects, you know, try to get into the bubble. So I'm like, yeah, I was really looking forward to his individual music career. And then all of a sudden I saw him, he just kind of disappeared from the face of the earth. And then I looked him up and I found out, like, yeah, he got mad allegations against him. And this shit been pending since 2018. And then for him to found guilty, bro, stop, bro. Like, not to demean women, but like, yo, coochie everywhere, though. You don't have to sit here and force yourself. Bro, There are girls who will consensually give you the coochie without much. You feel me? To be honest with you, not to bring women down right now, but it's like, yo, there's women that will consensually give you coochie, bro. You don't have to sit here and force it, lie, manipulate, gaslight, rape, or do anything like that, bro. Be straight up, bro. That's shit nasty out here. Ladies, I apologize on the behalf of the male community. Unfortunately, there's some nasty, deviant motherfuckers out there that's going to try to take advantage of you, especially inspiring teen models. Girls are going in there trying to start their career, and I be hearing a lot of shit about models going through these type of shits. Niggas try to fuck them just to get their name up, and I'm just like, bro, just be professional with your shit, bro. And you, Slick, as a photographer, being a professional and being an upstanding dude, like, you probably see that shit in the photography community, how they be trying to do stupid shit, right?
I haven't been in like any of those rooms yet, but just in terms of like the overly risque photo shoot, like, I feel like for me, I'm gonna ask you what you want. Like, what's your vision for this? Like, what styles do you want to bring about? If you want to feel sexy, that's fine. If you want to feel classy, that's fine, and we'll connect on that. But it's never been like on some type of like, I'm just trying to see titties and ass type shit. You feel me? Or I'm trying to be around, vulnerable women. So definitely, I think a lot of people do kind of play in that gray area of playing on people's hearts. Like, oh, you do this and I'll get you where you want to be. And it's just like, yo, bro, that's sucker shit. That's disgusting. That's somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's niece, somebody's granddaughter. You feel me? So it's just like, I personally, I can never see myself on that type of time. And I'm like, I hope that niggas that are on that type of time, they all get caught. That's a fact. Nasty niggas. Ladies, just protect yourselves. Take the mace. Take the. Like they say you're not supposed to have it, but fuck it. It's obviously outside is scary. We always say it's out. Everybody hyped to be outside, but outside is a scary motherfucker. Rather place. Get caught with it or without it. You know the vibes. Speaking on a lot of nasty, man. Trey Songz, bro. Bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can't listen to his music no more, bro. Like, it's hard to separate the artist from the music. But Trey Songz once again get caught up in a lot of allegation. Before even the other allegation, I want to play this sound from the new Rory and Mal of what just the potential documentary on Trey Songz might sound like over here. I saw that. Let me load that up real quick. Yeah, nah, it's disappointing when guys that you listen to and you really fuck with, you find out they 15 sick.
Gonna be that Trey Songz doc is gonna be crazier than the R. Kelly one. Trey Songz is the most nasty, abusive, rapey, beats out of women. Like, he is the scum of the earth. Trey Songz is fucking disgusting. Like, his doc is going to surpass. If you ever thought you could surpass an R. Kelly doc, I promise you, in 15 years, Trey Songz, his doc will.
Strong words right there.
But that's somebody that's in the industry, so he's like, he probably heard. You see shit when you in the room.
And then Keke Palmer told us first. Keke Palmer tried to warn us. Start listening to black women. I just, that one just, he just got caught again for touching a white woman's breast, right?
He pulled it out or something like that.
He pulled the titty out. And, I ain't gonna lie, Shorty tried to get how much? How many
$5 million.
$5 million over that? I'm like, come on now. That shit a lot. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what I'm gonna do with, I'm not gonna know, bro, because Trey Songz is one of my favorite R&B singers, bro. But if this nigga is in nasty works right now, bro, I feel like almost every year there is a lot of case about him. Either him assaulting someone or sexually assaulting someone. I'm going to need you to seek some therapy, bro. Get some help, bro. And also, I pray, and I'm sending healing energy to all the victims of him.
Absolutely.
And then before we get to our song of the week, you feel me, I just want to talk about this rapper real quick. Pooh Shiesty got sentenced to 63 months in jail, which is almost like 5 years.
Damn.
I mean, originally he's supposed to go for 8. But he's going for 63 months. I mean, free Pooh Shiesty. You feel me? Like, yo, the streets is kind of, need the murder music. Fucking around.
Damn, son. That's crazy.
But like a lot of these young rappers is getting locked up today. I ain't gonna hold you. All you New York drill artists, watch yourselves. The Bronx, Brooklyn. I already know summertime y'all trying to make shit lit. The cops are arresting all of y'all. Because I've been seeing it recently, Slick. Yo, they arrest drill rapper T.G. Crippy, the Dougie B. And I gotta get it one more. This is Chief Keef Hadouken.
Yeah.
Enough of that. That was Chief Keef Hadouken from the Phone Numb tape. All right, okay. But is it that time, Slick?
I believe so.
It's the people's choice, people's favorite. You know what it is. Slick, drop it!
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. It's a TSA, the Toxic Service announcement. You know what it is for. You know we got the extra one on our Patreon for a cup of coffee. So go over there and subscribe to go listen to the extra toxic topics. But we got 2 topics for you this week. The number one thing that we're going to talk about is the DJ Envy and his wife faking orgasm. Let's play the clip a little bit.
Reward that man for that work. And the only reward that you have to offer is an orgasm. But even if I didn't feel it, I would still be performative. So yes, I was faking it.
We got into like a argument, and then she was like, well, I don't be having an orgasm. She didn't say it in that. She speaks way more eloquent than I would have. And I was like, what? And she was like, I don't. I'm like, no, yes, you do. I hear it. Like, yeah, and then she was like, no, I'm faking it. I'm like, every time? And she was like, yeah. And then that just crushed me because I thought I was putting in work. Like I'm sitting there thinking I'm, Big Daddy Long Leg.
And
you would
I'm
not
sure
know
so many
Big
women
Daddy Long Leg at all, G. Your girl was faking. What's your thoughts on this, bro? Of just security. I'm just your girl faking the orgasm. To be honest with you, bro, I'm gonna get mine. You better get yours.
See, this is why I be having to defend your ass on side chats. I don't know.
Close mouth don't get fed. Nah, Slick. I'm sorry.
You right.
We gonna talk our shit. Give me a gunshot over here.
Really? Is that kind of day?
Yes, it's that type of day out here. It's 2022. If you're not telling me you getting an orgasm, mama, that's on you. Cause I'm a nut. One thing I would do is nut, and you gonna see it.
Oh no.
Cause most likely be on your face. But
wow.
I'm gonna do what it do. If you don't tell me what you want, closed mouth don't get fed. Hey, mama, hey, you want me to meow your shit until you come? Let's do it. But let's not front like these girls don't got complicated vaginas out here. Let's not, we hit a pod. Nah, we back in the studio, Slick. Get your energy up. We hit a pod. Slick.
Mm-hmm. I'm here. What happened? All right. I mean, all right. Fuck it. I guess I can give you a couple minutes of energy. I'm the type of nigga, we gonna figure it out. What you like? I wanna know that off rip. Like, that's part of my dating regimen before we even have sex. If it's like that. If it's like some one-headed quitter shit, that means we probably drunk. Or it's just some like, yo, fuck it, let's do it. That means we vibing. Because I ain't fucking no bitch I'm not vibing with.
Oh, facts.
That's a fact. That's the first thing. So if the energy right, we gonna get it right. I don't do nothing that's forced. So we fucking in this forced, I'm like, that's when it's, all right, I gotta get mine. We here already.
So what you talk about? Do you have like a checklist like, do you prefer... to lick the clitoris? Do you want 2 fingers in?
I'd be like, what you like? What's your sex non-negotiables? Over some wine or something? You just be asking, like, what you like? Like,
do you prefer to be choked?
Yeah, like, you like it physical, you like it sensual, you like it when I pull on your
from
head.
1 to 10. Yo, you gotta start bringing quizzes.
Yo, not even that, nigga. I have never wanted to be the nigga where my bitch is like, he's not doing it for me. I never want to be that nigga. So I know if you saying that shit, you lying.
But you know what problem I have with this whole situation? What? He only found out about that during a whole argument. You see how women go for the low blow? Oh, that's why I don't come on your little ass dick, nigga. That's what she finally told that nigga. That's what she probably say. Like
That
he
is
ain't
fuck.
tell her.
That is fuck. I know women be trying to like spare niggas' egos and shit. But I'm like, yo, sometimes you gotta tell a motherfucker. A nigga gonna walk around thinking he treating you like dirt, and like, yo, you not coming.
Big Daddy Long Legs over here. He talk about, yeah, I make my shorty come. Oh, hold and behold, this girl just
I was like, oh yeah, you're killing. I'm not even inside anymore. What are you doing? But nah, you just gotta figure out what your shorty like. That's my shit. I go into shit thinking like, all right, as long as we had a consistent 7, we good. And then I take it from there. But anything other than 7, I'm like, yeah, nah, that wasn't my best performance. Like, you good? What you need? What was off this time?
Because us guys, we know when we give our top performance or not.
Absolutely.
We know when our dick is hitting. You
Absolutely.
feel me? Some days, you know, you might get a nice little 4 or 5 out of me. You feel me? I'm like, you know, shit,
like
not
my
pressure.
fault. Oh, your shit just extra fire today. I wasn't prepared for this. I don't know what's going on with you, but
feel
you
me?
have been immaculate.
The juice box is hitting OD. You know, gushes. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, mama, I ain't gonna be in here too long. So let me know now if I gotta take the dick out and eat it to get you off before I go off.
I'm about to say.
Because once I'm done, I'm gonna need a sandwich or two. You feel me?
I'm about to say, like, my woman tell me my shit not hitting. I'm like, whoa, we gotta figure this out. I need to go get my big 3 popping. I might have to get the gas station pill. Like,
but do not tell me that during an argument. Because that shit
fuck
fucks
that.
with my ego and pride.
Don't tell me that shit on a fucking interview where millions of people gonna hear it. What? That's the part that's getting overlooked. Like, your shorty, your wife, that's having this conversation. You just yeah. That means that nigga was cheating and she's trying to get the bag.
Well, he did cheat with her with Erica Mena back in the day.
Oh, so yeah, he playing catch up. Never mind. So yeah, not my fault, nigga. I get it. You fucked up. So now you gotta go here and you gotta go do these rounds. She's like, remember how I said I was gonna get you back? Yeah, little dick nigga, pull up. I told you I got a little bit of energy for this. I'm gonna find it. But nah, like, yo, I don't know, because it's like I saw on Twitter when this shit came out, they niggas fake orgasm. Yeah, niggas will spit in your butt. Oh, you got the condom on? Like, yeah, all right, you got to go now.
I ain't gonna lie, I did fake orgasm before. You know, you just kind of like just you would do. Okay, this is the top. If you need a tip on faking orgasm, guys, when the coochie not hitting like that, you do back shots, right?
You spit on her back.
Yeah, you spit on her back, and you gotta rub it in.
Like, god damn, girl, I don't know what the fuck you just did to me.
Oh yeah, mama. Oh, you pretending that you hold her head, so she don't look back at it. So
because you know what it is? Because women have egos too. So I tell you, your shit not hitting, you gonna be as mad. And women withhold coochie from you after you do that.
Oh yeah,
because you tell me my shit whack. I'm trying to prove that it's not. I'm gonna try to fuck you. But you tell a woman like, oh, this shit not hitting for me right now. She is going to be in her bag so deep. Most women, will be in their bag. I've had it happen in the past. Like I was like, yeah, right now that's not it. Yo, she ain't give me enough for like a month.
Nah, but that's game though, because my boy was talking about this before. Because he's the type of dude he claims that he don't come off of head. He don't come from head. So a lot of girls be like, oh, you don't come from head. You a loser nigga out here, and then they be trying to prove you wrong. And I'm like, nah, mama, you're spitting out here, like. You be cat licking the balls out here like a little niblet. You feel me? Shit not hitting like that. You heard?
Nah, I feel you, but nah. I don't know. That shit weird to me. I'm talking to my shorty. What do you like? What do you need? How can I get it for you? Even when I like my shit is like, damn. I be trying not to angry fuck, because if I angry fuck, you gonna fall in love. I be like, shit, you love me now, huh?
I'm not sparing women. I'm not sparing women on this topic because it's like, it's 2022. There's mad toys, you feel me? And also, that's a lot of things we gotta talk about. Like, yo, if you're used to coming off of toys, mama, you're
desensitizing yourself.
You feel me? Don't think I'm gonna be motorboat.
It's like niggas beating their dick from porn. It's like, yeah, you're desensitizing yourself. So you ruining your experience because it's like you over here overly stimulated. There's nothing wrong with getting your shit off. Like, got more power to you. But if you doing the rolls or you beating off to porn 10 times a week and then you with your partner, it's like, yo, my nigga, what the fuck? This shit is hitting, but it's like, damn, you done. Either you gonna take forever or you gonna come faster than a motherfucker. Which one you want?
Yeah, so it's just like, ladies, speak up. Like, don't have your man out here thinking he killing shit, he really not killing shit. Like,
I'm about to say, yeah, at this point, fuck the ego. Like, you want to preserve your man's ego, but what would you rather? Him please you and you be satisfied long term, or this shit come out later and then y'all have in a baby ass argument and then you're trying to get back and he's like, nah, my shit whack, remember?
That's the shit that really pisses me off. It's like, I would have known about this, but you see, that's one thing I be having beef with women about is like, you save these, like, they got it in the chamber. They got it in the chamber
shit we should
for
be
you.
Talking about you want to sit on it And it's just like,
And
yo,
you just throw it at a nigga like, bow.
and like I said, I'm gonna ask you, like, yo, you like that? What you need? Like, tell me what you want. I can provide that.
Exactly.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Nah, fellas, we gotta draw up a survey. So anytime before you get sexual with
just
a woman,
have confidence, but just understand, like, yo, everybody, like, you can't fuck every girl the same way. I think that's the realest shit you can say about this.
That's a fact.
So for Envy, he might have been fucking girls, and they love that shit, but it wasn't the shit for his wife. You feel me? So it might just be one of those situations too.
That's true. And also for guys as well, ladies, y'all sucking dick is not the same way too for us guys. Because I know some dudes that, you know, ball is life. You feel me? Some dudes prefer I know some dudes that like the gag sound. You feel me? So like, yo, talk to your partner. Basically, that whole entire situation is talk to your partner. Because at the end of the day, this sexual experience is for both of us, not just for one party. You know?
Absolutely. You got to communicate. I think sex is something that makes or breaks relationships, whatever kind of ships you in. So you got to be able to say, yo, like, this is what I like. This is what I need. And train. Don't be afraid to teach a motherfucker what you like. Shit.
Because I'm like, yo, if this is your man, you trying to build a whole life with this nigga, so you just gonna have the rest of your life with mediocre dick.
You send yourself up to cheat. You gonna go cheat on. You gonna go cheat on the girls trip. And now we just both sitting here like, damn. Like that.
Now for the last topic, what's your thoughts on interracial dating? Because I was seeing this on TikTok. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna lie, TikTok, I be in Inception and I be finding some shit. So I came across this guy that was like, yo, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. And I'm over here like, niggas really loving white girls out here like that, or just wanting to be in interracial dating. So what's just your whole thought on interracial dating?
I mean, to each their own. I think vibe is important. Have I dated outside of my race? Like girlfriend, I've never had I guess in high school I had a white girlfriend, but I mean, I don't count that shit. I was like 17, so I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Mm-hmm. But as an adult, like college on, 20 up, haven't even really interacted with that many outside of my race. Like it's mostly been black women. I think I've dated, all my girlfriends have been black. You feel me? For the most part. And I just feel like it's like, vibes are cool, but it's everyday shit that you might not be able to, you know, see past. Like, you know, for me, I'm like, if I'm dating a white girl who grew up in fucking Ronkonkoma and I'm from Southside, it's like, yo, pussy might be fire. We might be cool, but it's like, yo, you don't know what I'm gonna talk about some shit happening on the block. It's like, oh, that's crazy. You don't know what the fuck I just said, shorty. Like, yeah. Or you're gonna talk about, oh yeah, we're at the rink. What the fuck is the rink? You got a rink in Ronkonkoma? Like, nigga, we don't have that. We go to the park. we at the bricks.
I definitely agree with you. The culture context and like interracial dating is definitely something that's prevalent into that. Because it's like, bro, if you date a girl from West Bubblefuck and then like, you know, shit basically you don't know. And a lot of things with black and white couples is like, when it comes to the Black Lives Matter movement, like, and how things like that, yeah. You probably don't understand how I'm feeling because you're not in that position. You don't go through what I go through, so it's kind of hard for you to sympathize or, you know, relate.
And being a dickhead, like the dickhead in me, like I'm giving you some energy. Like, I think most niggas date white girls because they shut the fuck up. Or
now you pot. Okay, clap it up. Now you potted.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying like that. Like, I'm trying to say, like, we're black. We prefer to date black women,
of course,
and we understand. We've talked about the shit that we've gone through generationally and the shit that we go through on a day-to-day basis. It's a lot of heavy shit. Mm-hmm. To the point where, like, sometimes you just be sitting like a motherfucker, like, you know, you have to learn to trust and listen how that. We grew up single-parent households or, you know, like predominantly woman-oriented households, yes. Right? So we grow up understanding one thing. The girls that we're trying to date grow up thinking another thing, and it's kind of like a game of who gonna get who first. You feel me? We trying to do the right thing, but we also like, oh, some shit look left. All right, I gotta go do some dumb shit. Yep. You feel me? And it's like, it's hard to communicate. If you go interracial, I don't have no problem with you because I don't know shit about you. You feel me? It's like, oh, she just wanted good dick. I just wanted a girl I could talk to about sports and shut the fuck up. I don't gotta tell you how I feel. I don't gotta explain. I don't gotta prove nothing to you. Like, and I think that would be something that possibly could come up. Like, you think about, who was it?
Also to piggyback a little bit off of that is some of these other cultures and how and their views on relationship is very submissive. Yeah. Like for Indian culture. In their culture, God is just the head of the household.
Like, you cook and clean like that, and it's like you don't even argue that. And it's weird. Like, I'm not saying that we want that, but I'm saying I think that the vibe is very important, but I also feel like it's predicated on like, you know, kind of what you want or what you don't want to deal with. And it's not necessarily fair to same race relationships. Because like I said, all relationships are work, but then you see the story, oh, shorty, oh, you're upset? Here, take my dad's car. Go do like, and I'm probably stereotyping based on what I see on TV. I'm not going to say interracial relationship isn't work, but you probably would just say just our perceived cultural differences might be easier to manage than it would be to deal with shorty right here.
But and then also, you know, the reason why I do support interracial dating, but somewhat I do like the same race dating as well, is because not only, like you said, we come from the same background, but it's easier to relate with this, like with a black woman. There's certain jokes, there's certain shows, there's certain things that I don't really need to even like have it.
I don't have to
communicate.
Explain it to you.
It's nonverbal communication. Like you automatically get it. Like Friday, you know, if we watch Friday, Martin,
Fresh Prince,
you know, Jamie Foxx show.
Like yo, it's no better feeling than when you and shorty is on the same wavelength, bro. Yeah, like. And it'd be some shit that sometimes you be feeling weird thinking. It's like, you thought that shit too? She's like, yeah. Like, it's just like, yo, you can't get that anymore. And not saying you can't get that, but it's like, that's like a 1 in 5,000 chance you might get a white girl or a Spanish girl that get that shit. You feel me? And now y'all got to really understand cultural differences. I got to try, like, there's nothing wrong with trying to know your partner, but trying to understand your cultural shit and your background and how certain roles might play, certain things I might do, I've never even thought about.
Yeah.
You know? And like I said, there's nothing like being loved by a black woman.
Of course,
it is the most rewarding. Yeah, it's like playing it's like D1. Like you love basketball. I think that's why I compare it to loving a black woman. It's like you know, some days you gonna be bad as fuck. Some days you gonna be tired. Some days you gonna be exhausted. But you show up for practice the next day because you know it's gonna keep getting better. Yep. It's worth it, and the benefits outweigh the stressors if you're with it. Like we was talking about,
if you're 100% in.
Yeah, like we was talking about the Russell Wilson ass niggas. Like you know what. Some niggas will be like, some Russell Wilson's probably like, I'm gonna get me a white girl, you know, I'm gonna get me a Brittany, a Tanya, a Cynthia. And it's like, oh, this bitch boring.
Yep. And that's why he divorced that first one. And then when he got to Sierra.
And got a fresh hairline, his suit started fitting proper. And look, she stopped going to the club. She started just, you know, being happy and just being a mom.
Training for herself.
About to say, wanting better. And that's the shit. Like, there's nothing wrong with interracial dating. I think about, I think it was Sidney Poitier. He was dating a famous black actress on the low in like the 50s and 60s. And when she wanted to go public, he was like, nah, I can't do that because they're not going to take me seriously. Sometimes it's just a status symbol. And I'm not, again, not shitting on interracial dating, but I'm saying a lot of times it's that like, I get to a certain point, I need that white girl or I need that exotic looking girl.
My thing with interracial dating is I don't want people getting shamed from it, because the thing about it is I understand, like, you know, Dr. Umar, you know, we got to date with, but I don't ever want to limit myself. Yes, I date predominantly black women because that's what I grew up around and that's why I have a main attraction to. But I never like the idea of just limiting myself. Like, I don't want to go out, like, after we finish this episode, I don't want to go out and meet this woman, Asian, whatever, and she fits everything that I need in a person, but I can't date her because she's not my skin color. I think that's just stupid.
It's very limiting.
But I do understand black women when they say black guys date these other women and then they start shit talking about black women. Like, bro, like stop that shit.
Fresh and fit niggas.
Yeah. And then even the RIP to homie Christian Abawu, I don't even know his name, but RIP that got killed by his white girlfriend, that when his tweets about black women, I'm like, bro, yes, you can date whoever you want to date, but don't put nobody down on it. Don't sit here like, oh my God, yes, dating a white girl is so much better than dating. Like, no, shut the fuck up.
That just means you wasn't built, like I said.
Because there's
good connections and bad connections everywhere.
But and some of these white girls be crazy. Some of these Asian girls be crazy.
She gonna call the cops on your white and black ass.
You feel me? Like Lorena Bobbitt, she was a
Spanish girl. Like, oh, Papi, wait, how did we get here? Wait,
Indian woman will sit here and fuck you up. You feel me? Come on now. So there's crazy and good girls in almost every ethnicity. So it doesn't matter.
It's about what you like, what you want. But it's also, like I said, for me, do I see myself not settling down with a black girl? No. I want that. Like, I want my kids to see the reflection. Like, I want them to look at their mama and see it. Like, yo, mommy and daddy, like, we black, we here, but you're not going to be limited to who you can love and what you want to love. But
that's a fact.
Yo, this is what it is. And like I said, it's worth every headache. It's worth every conversation. It's worth working through those tough things that you feel like you can't get over. And it's like, yo, I want this because you're worth it. And I think we're worth it. And what we're working towards is worth it, you know? And I don't want to take the easy way out, go get the white girl that just sit and listen, because I'm like, at 40, I'm going to cheat on you. Like, all right, Cynthia, cool.
As soon as you reach that milestone, all right, it's time to cheat.
We've been doing this for a while. You haven't had an opinion in like fucking 5 years, so.
And then you just in awe of just dating me, and this is like,
or it's just like, yo, we handle, like, some women will be satisfied with just, yo, the bills is paid, the kids is in school, I'm good. I'm buying back. Like, cool. That's not where my head is. I'm like, I want to be involved. I want to argue. I want to talk about, I want to debate. I want to have real shit. I want to be able to look at you and be like, yo, I fucking hate you, but I fucking love you so much.
Yeah. So with all that, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going bullshit. Keep that to yourself. You feel me? Don't be.
That's cool. That's not even, that's your preference, my nigga. We gonna laugh at you because you probably can't get a sister no way.
You know? So I'm just like, yo. But me, at the end of the day, I like pink pussy. So whatever it is, I'm attached to it. You heard? You know the vibes. I got through the little toxicity. It was a little too healthy.
It wasn't. We was making fun of. We was making fun of interracial couples.
But yeah, just love yourself, but don't disrespect others. And shout out to all my interracial people. Like, yo, I have a couple friends who are in interracial relationship, and like, it's a beautiful thing, you know, because they, like, my guy who's dating his Hispanic woman, like, she taught him about all the holidays and some of their culture things, and he did it with her because he's from Grenada. And it was a beautiful thing to see both of them enjoy each other's culture and kind of blend it in. And also shout out to my guys who are dating the same race shorty. You feel me? Y'all already starting off with a great connection due to your background. Just love is love, bro. Love is love, everyone.
That's a fact. Love is love. But then but also be intentional in what you want with love. I think that is something we do. Like I said, don't just go because you tired of fighting or you tired. Like, yo, sometimes you gotta take it.
Wait, you can't take a break. Like, I'm just gonna mess with this white chick and I'm gonna double back.
You think your sister gonna still be there when you get back? Especially for the white girl. At least with the Spanish girl, you might have a chance. Like, all right, I see it. That bitch was bad. I get it. But Cynthia?
Oh my God, Helen? You gonna go to Helen?
Sarah? That bitch look like Triple H.
Oh man, I think that's a great way to end the pod. Please subscribe, like, rate, but you know what it is. If you